I've had them 5 times, and my doctors just tell me to let them drain on their own. But it's so painful, I'm tired of it. If that sounds like you, you're not being dramatic. This pain is real, and so is this experience. I had a Bartholin cyst that became infected, incredibly painful. Ended up in A&E, having it lanced, then full 2 weeks recovery with antibiotics and pain relief. Awful. Today, we're breaking down why this happens, why doctors can be hesitant to operate, answering your big questions around this, and most importantly, what you can actually do about recurring Bartholin's, abscesses, infections, and so on. Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvia, a GP, women's health expert, and health educator. First, let's look at the basics. You have 2 tiny glands near your vaginal opening. Their job is to make a small amount of liquid or fluid that moisturizes the vagina. A cyst forms when the tiny tube from that gland gets blocked. The liquid material from the gland has nowhere to go, so then it backs up and creates a swollen lump. If germs like bacteria get inside that cyst, it becomes an infected, painful abscess. This is the stage that sends people to the emergency room. So why won't a doctor just cut it out, especially when it keeps coming back over and over? Well, there are 2 big reasons. The first reason is it's the wrong timing. If the cyst is infected and angry, red, hot, full of pus, surgery is considered risky because cutting into the tissue and the surrounding areas to repair the cyst or get rid of it at that point can spread the infection deeper into the body. And that's why they often just lance or drain the cyst alone to relieve the immediate pressure and pain and treat with antibiotics. It's a temporary fix for that emergency situation. But as the comments I showed you earlier demonstrated, getting it lanced is a serious procedure with a tough recovery. Doctors know this, but with an infected cyst, it's often the only immediate option. The second reason, it's the wrong procedure. That simple draining, it's like popping a pimple. It empties it of the pus, but then that hole seals right back over. The root problem, which is the blocked tube, is still there. So it just fills up again and again. Now, let's tackle your big questions. Why does it seem to happen after sex? It's true, this is really a common trigger, but it's not the sex itself that causes the problem. The gland's job is to provide lubrication. Remember, we said it moisturizes the vagina. Now, sexual activity stimulates the gland to produce more fluid. If that tiny duct is already slightly narrowed because of previous infections, that extra liquid production can cause it to back up and form a cyst. This might happen a day or 2 later after sex. It's not a sexually transmitted disease. It's a mechanical issue of liquid is being produced somewhere and meeting a blocked duct or path, so it's got nowhere to go. So what are the real solutions for when this becomes a recurring nightmare? You need to talk to your doctor about procedures that fix the root of the problem, which is the blocked tube. The first option is called using the word catheter. After they've drained the cyst, the doctor places a tiny soft balloon catheter into the space. Then they inflate it just a little and it stays in place for about 4 to 6 weeks. The reason this works is because your body grows a new permanent tunnel around this little tube, the catheter. And so when they remove it, the liquid has a new path or new way to get out and no more blockages. The second option is called marsupialization. Now, this is the gold standard surgery for recurring Bartholin cysts. Don't let the big name scare you. So the cyst is drained. The doctor makes a small cut and then stitches the edges of the cyst wall to the edges of your skin, creating a permanent tiny opening. Think of it like sewing a permanent little pouch. It allows the gland to drain normally forever. The recurrence rate, or the chance of the cyst getting infected and coming back and all that, is very low. Okay, so if you're in this situation, like the ladies whose comments have shared, what do you do next? What do you say to your doctor? Don't just demand for surgery, because now you understand that there are different methods to deal with it. Please be specific and try saying something like, I understand that we need to drain this now because of the infection, but I have a history of these coming back and it's happened so many times. When the infection is gone, can we discuss a permanent option like a word catheter or marsupialization to prevent this happening again? This immediately signals to them that you're informed, you want a long-term solution, and you are aware of the options. If your regular doctor isn't comfortable, ask for a referral to a gynecologist. They do this procedure all the time. I know it can be uncomfortable, but this pain is real. I can't count how many times I've seen women coming in the early hours of the morning, can hardly walk because it's so painful, going to that appointment ready to leave with a solution. Have you dealt with this? What worked for you? How did you manage with your doctor to get the solution? Please share your story in the comments section to help others. Now, do you want to learn more about your body? Check out this video next. But before you go, give this one a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you over there.